Hey guys, Keiko RC, do another cell phone video. It's just easier for me. But anyway, here's the basically kind of completed product. It's not 100%, but it's getting damn near close. So I filled these shocks up with what I had on hand. The thinnest oil shock oil I had was 27 and a half. I think it's a little too stiff because I mean, you can see, and then it squats and it stays. I mean, we'll see. Maybe let these new shocks work in a little bit or something. I don't know. We'll play around with it. Or I might just do one shock on each corner, because this is going to be, you know, my cruiser. So you can see on the upper shock mount here, I just used some of the rubber tubing that the shocks came with, and then I just put a washer on each side of that, sandwiched it there. I got the motor kind of mocked up in here. You know, I still got to play with a little bit of the play gear mesh, but that looks pretty good. That's kind of where I like it. And just to give you guys an idea, if you're going to do this and you have one of the old school extended frames like I got, twin vertical, whatever they're called, anyway, TVP, twin vertical, anyway, I forgot they're called. So anyway, I was going to do the ESC up here, and it looks like I have enough room behind the motor now with this extended frame. So I had another motor mount bracket, which is this right here. It comes in this this 2-pack I had here. And you get the idea when it focuses. Heatsink chassis brace. So basically the old engine motor mount plate. It's what goes down here. This right here. It's the brackets, and this is what you screw into actually when you do this conversion kit. You take 2 screws out, they're countersunk, and then do that. So back to the speed control mount. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find some plastic that I have laying around, or I might even get even fancier and go with you know, I had all those extra parts, couple of vehicles here. Actually, let's come over here, look at my messy garage here. Son's playing with his little fire truck thing. But see, I have all this extra aluminum here, and you know, or I can come in here, and where's that plate? So I can use this other plate, and it already has the screws countersunk in there, and I could just, you know, use this, and you can see how much I used to bash these things. This thing's cracked. And then just use this plate, screw another couple holes, and then mount my ESC to it. I think I showed you guys in another video that my ESC has that little bracket. So I might just utilize that metal, cut it up, the aluminum, and then sink it right onto this. I will turn this around, though I think it goes the other way, like so. I can even use those little nipples there too to line them up with the other motor mount, and then it'll just kind of rest right here on this this thing going back here, and maybe I can I don't know, double sticky tape it or something like that, because it might want to flop forward. But all in all, I think I'll be fine as long as I use some Loctite and stuff like that. And then again, like I said, I might just double sticky tape the back here. I really don't have anywhere to hold it down mechanically or whatever like that. So we'll try it. I'll try it right there, and then, you know, this guy will sit back something like this, maybe. You know, maybe back a little bit, just like that, and then try to tuck those the motor wires, or maybe have it on its side like this, something like that, you know. So it's all gonna be kind of experimental. This whole thing is experimental for me. So everything will be tucked right there, and then what I might do is I have this empty space now in the front, except for that steering servo. So what I might do in the front here is, hold on a sec. Let me go grab these batteries here. So just to give you an idea, I'll just use one of these 5200s. If I can utilize the 6000s, I will. But these are a little shorter than the 6000s. So what I can do is use those battery trays that I have and maybe mount something up on the front here. You know, sandwich them together, find out how to mount them down, and then my receiver will be underneath there, but then my batteries will be right in front here and tucked in, and kind of like, you know, see, like this right here. And what that'll do is that'll give me a kind of a balanced weight. Instead of having the battery trays back here and everything's gonna be in the rear, I can put some in the front, and then maybe just one battery. We'll try one battery first and see the weight, the difference, and see what happens. And you know, try to put a piece of wood underneath here, and then see how level it is, how balanced it is. And the more balanced, the better. So we'll see what happens. Kind of puts my center of gravity high, but if I just use one 3-cell, laid it down even, now it's a little bit better. So it's going to be all experimental. Nothing's going to be nothing I'm going to do on here is really going to be permanent. Everything I'm going to use is going to be like screwed in, stuff like that. Some people get nuts with their stuff and they JB weld and all this crap. I'm going to make it so I can remove it to service it and this and that. So you know, we'll see what happens. This thing is definitely crazy. You can hear the motor, the magnets in this motor are just insane. It just grabs. I might have just a little too much play, but this top shaft is actually wobbly, so I will take it slow, and if I start obviously stripping stuff, then I will address that later. These are I'm gonna use these stockers that came with it, these tires and wheels. There's no need for me to get rid of them or upgrade them yet. When I do upgrade, I'm gonna go slightly larger, and I'm gonna go with the 17mm hex or higher. If I get crazy amounts of torque with this thing. And a lot of these batteries I got from HRB, they're 35C. This one's 35C, and I believe it's like usually it's double that for the punch, but it could be even more. I don't know. It doesn't really say on these. I want to say on the description online it said close to 100C punch, so that'll do some crazy wheelies. I've actually seen these things, these Savages run on 3S popping wheelies, so it's possible. But anyway, it's almost there, guys. I promise. I think this is like my part number 4, and I don't like, I just want to make these little part videos so that way it's not one long drawn out video. So anyway, till next video, guys. It should be running next. All right, thanks. Bye.